Um,
No problem.
all right. I downloaded your games. Let's see what we got here. I did see some of them are Falco. Are they all Falco?
It's a Falco set.
Okay.
I will say, like, I think probably my worst matchups are like probably Falco. Falco I just am bad at, and then Sheik I don't really have a game plan for.
Okay.
I think those are the two problems really. I'm solving Marth right now. I'm getting better at it. I can like beat the bet like I can play well against the better Marths in the country,
Mm-hmm.
but not wins yet. But if I get the game plan done,
Okay. Where are you from? Just out of curiosity.
I'm from Ireland.
Oh, cool. Okay. Um. All right. So I got the Falco game. Let me stream my. I'll share my screen here. All right. Let me know if you could see that. Okay. Awesome. And I'm going to open up a notepad real quick so I can take some notes. And you won't be able to see them, but I'll say what I'm writing, and I'll also send it to you later on.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. So I will say, you're not alone in having problems against Falco. That's like a really common struggle matchup with Doc, and it kind of gets worse as you get better. But there are definitely tricks to make the matchup more doable. The main thing being like you just want to punish Falco super hard, right? Like you have a chain grab, both the up throw and down throw chain grab, and it can lead to death on certain stages. And like the way that I look at the matchup is just that he's gonna hit you around. Like he's probably gonna win neutral more often than you, but if you can just like make it really hard for him to kill you and also kill off of the openings you do win, that's like where you can make a difference in the matchup. Um, all right, so let's get right into it, and I'll be like pausing and stuff as we go to just make comments and notes and stuff. There is no sound. Let me open it up again. Hold on. Oh, I think I know why. One sec. And I know I'm going to have to stream it to you again. I'm just.
Oh, it's no problem.
Okay. No, I do have sound there. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Share screen. All right. Should be able to see it now. Cool. All right. Oh, no. My cat. You got to move. You gotta move. Just hit my monitor and made it like tilt downwards. So now I gotta fix that. I apologize.
That's all good.
Okay. All right. We're good now. So immediately you go for the down air. I do think down air is good in this matchup against Falco. You just gotta like pick your spots with it because if you're too obvious with it, he can hit you pretty easily. Like that one was pretty good.
I think there's a thing. I feel like it's just a general mental thing for me where I get really locked into one option when I'm panicking.
Okay.
There was a grands for Amis that I played at a tournament, and it was against Falco as well, and I beat the Falco in to send him to losers, and I was panicking, and I just kept down airing him. It was like watching the VOD, like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. Especially when you know, like, oh, this was working before. Why isn't it working now? But when you make your option really telegraphed, it just makes it not work as well. I didn't watch most of these games. I pulled them up, pulled this first one up earlier just to make sure that it was working and everything. And I watched maybe like a minute and a half of it. And there's definitely some that I'll point out that probably weren't the best option, or just the way you went about it wasn't the best. That one was good, and you hit your L cancel, convert it into down smash. That's great. Okay. A little high on the recovery, but it's fine. Take that trade. Okay, yeah. So that Nair. Nair in general is a thing that a lot of docs will get caught up doing as well. Just like, oh, it's my quick burst option, and they kind of want to use it like a Fox or Falco Nair, and you can't really get locked into doing it too much. So I would almost say like rather than that, you can either back air or specifically against like spacies, it's better to just try to stay grounded, like wave dash in and F tilt or up tilt or even down smash. But Nair is pretty easy for them to cover. Okay. Good spot dodge though to avoid that. Good tech. Yeah, okay. That's a grab.
Yeah.
In general, especially against spacies again, like grab is the moneymaker. You get your kills off of grab, you have chain grab, like you just want to do anything you can to convert into grab. So like you can do down air into grab, similar to how you did the down smash before, but especially if they give you a free hit on the front of your shield, like that's a shield grab. Okay.
Yeah. No, I definitely see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. And there's going to be a couple other instances too. The other main out of shield option you're going to want to look for is up B cancel. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, did it right there, but I know there's some other times that like you could have gone for it.
I think actually in this set specifically, there's one where you can see me tilting the shield up because I'm trying to do the input, but I'm like messing it up.
Getting stuck, yeah. That just comes down to like, getting the input fully down and like, everyone messes it up every once in a while, but you can limit that just by practicing it.
I'm guessing. Like there's a few different methods for it. Is there any you recommend for specifically out of shield?
Um
Because I know there's the easy one where you do it in the top left corner, but I've been like quarter circling it.
so the way that I do it is the simple. You can't see my. I have the my webcam up on the recording, but the one like you do the up and then you just kind of quarter circle it. I think that's the most consistent way. It just comes down to like you're probably not doing the motion fast enough, or if you're doing the motion and you see that like you get a turnaround up B instead, you're not going back to neutral fast enough. So it's like that's the part a lot of people mess up. Like you'll get the initial quarter circle motion, but you don't let go of the stick and let it go back to neutral quick enough. So just practice it. I mean, you clearly showed that you can do it out of shield. It's just a matter of like practicing it and making sure you get it down.
I think I just need to get really consistent because it's situations like that, especially Falco shield pressure,
Yep.
makes me mess it up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the most stressful experience in melee, I think, for me.
Yeah.
Especially when Falco's all up in your grill.
Yeah, and like ironically, Falco shield pressure is like the best time to up B cancel. Like out of shield specifically is the best use for up B cancel, but against Falco is like the most common way to use it because most Falcos do not have frame perfect shield pressure. And I'm saying like even up to top 50 level, like that's when they might start having it, but like up until that point, they're all going to have gaps in their shield pressure. So it's just about identifying where they are and hitting it at the right time. Because again, like I said with this matchup, the main thing is just like they're going to hit you. You can take your little hits and get the up B cancel, get your 5 to 7%, whatever you want, because all you need is that one opening that you're going to get the conversion off of grab. So just like getting him off you and like making it hard for them to kill you is like almost bigger than worrying about getting a meteor hit like when they're when you're trying to like counter them. Okay, nice nair out. Do you shield drop?
I can. I'm not very good at it though.
Okay. That would be another thing. I'm actually going to write that for you. Practice shield drop aerials.
Yeah, I still have yet kind of. I think Victoria Best is good at reviewing better players to just kind of see when they do it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like I'll go back a little bit here. It's pretty much just anytime you're in a situation where they hit you on platform, like you can just shield drop aerial it most of the time. I'm trying to press play. Right here. Oh no, it was before that. Sorry, it was right when you get on the platform. It was here. Yep, right there. That could be a shield drop up air, and then that up tilt's not hitting you because you're underneath him. Okay, a little bit misspacing on the down smash, but that's okay. I won't comment on the not ledge dashing yet because I haven't seen your other ledge options or if you go for ledge dashes, but that's like the main thing that you want to be doing.
Yeah, I feel like I use them a lot. I think
Nice.
Something that's been happening recently is I just kind of mess it up in tournament winner instead. It's not great.
Yeah, that'll happen. And again, that's like I don't know if you warm up before you play, but 10-15 minutes before you get started of just like going into versus mode against either like, plug in a second controller so they don't move around or just a level 1 opponent, and just like practice your normal things like short hop, fast fall, L cancel, fairs, and back airs, and like hitting your L cancel on drill, ledge dashing, ledge dash up tilt, shield dropping, like all that stuff. If you don't have to spend one like 3-hour session doing it. If you just do it for 10-15 minutes before you play, like you'll get a lot more consistent with it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I like the back air attempt there, but just got the wrong hit of it. Okay, yeah. These rolls, I'm guessing they're panic rolls, and that's not uncommon. If you can't wave dash out of shield, it's something to work on. But even if you can't for now, like short hop aerial is going to be better. Like a short hop bear or short hop up air or whatever is going to probably put you in a better position most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, do get the grab. That was a great confirm. Yeah, see, like that's a perfect example of where that roll put you in a bad spot. Especially against Falco, because like he can put out down air and just drift forward with it and cover like where you are and where you're going with roll if he's going in the right direction of you. Which is what happens there. Like he was down airing you. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but he was down airing you here, but because he was aiming it towards center stage, even when you rolled in, he still hit you with it. So just something to be wary of. Nice. Yeah, and that's another example, like you kind of ledge dashed and then rolled into center stage, where if you just go for like an up tilt or something, you just did regular get up. But either way, like if you go for a move when you're there, he wasn't ready for you to be on stage. So if you just go for a move or a grab, you're in a better position. But either way, all he got was an F tilt, so no big deal. That was a good ledge dash.
Yeah, I think like when I'm playing well, they're crisp, but in this game they're clearly not.
Yeah, and that just comes down to like sometimes we're not going to be playing our best, so that's where like the more you iron out those and practice them in your routine, like the less variable they'll be from day to day. Okay, and
Yeah,
that
I think I need to get like that with Wave Dash out of shield as well. I'm very deliberate with Wave Dash out of shield.
do you use both triggers or do you only use one?
The way I do it is right is for wave dashing, and then left is for shield and cancel.
Okay, I think that's the best way to do it is having one dedicated for shield and one for wave dashing. So, like that being said, just work on the motion of getting it down out of shield.
I think as well, it's just like I need to start doing it in situations where I should be doing it.
Yeah, and identifying that obviously is a whole separate issue. But like the main thing that I'll say with it is like, you're in shield, right? If they put out an aerial or like Marth, right? This is probably the best example I could think of. If there's a Marth and they whiff an F smash or something, right? You're shielding, even if it hits your shield. You shielded it, but you're too far. Doc has a small grab range, right? So if you're too far away to get like a shield grab when he hits you with an F smash, that's a perfect opportunity to wave dash in down smash, and you get like a free punish off of it. It's a very common thing I see against especially really swingy Marths, is that they'll give you a lot of opportunities for that.
Yeah, I'm doing short hop fair there, and it's been working, but wave dash and down smash is definitely better, I think.
Yeah, because the short hop fair, like it'll work. It's just a little bit slower, and the follow up off of it is not like wave dash down smash. If they're at high percent, it'll kill. Mid percent, it's going to send them off stage, and low percent, it'll knock them down and set them up into another position for you to tech chase. Whereas fair, like at a mid percent, you're going to have to, depending on like the way they DI it, they might land on a platform, they might not. So it's just a little more variable. But that's not a bad option. It's just that's like a good situation where wave dashing out of shield would be useful. And this is a situation where shield dropping would be useful.
Oh yeah.
I could tell you got stuck in your movement here, though. Like right there, that obviously you weren't trying to up smash there. Maybe you were trying to run off up air. Or even a down air here would be pretty good, depending on like the angle you come at him at. Okay. Good back air. I don't hate the cape. Cape in neutral is like good if you use it sparingly. And that was the first time I saw you do it, so. Against Falco lasers, it's good, but that's a different usage, and we'll get to that because I know you do it at some point. Nice. Yeah, it's just being ready for that knockdown. It was a good nair. And then he tech rolled in. Like, you just want to grab. At this percent, you know that, like, grab is the main thing you should be looking for because up throw fair is going to be your biggest kill. Down smash is good too, but especially against Falco, it can be harder to get that. So, like, reading his tech options and being ready to react to them. Because it looks like your neutral is pretty good on, like, what you're going for, but I think you're just not hitting him hard enough mostly. Yeah, unfortunate.
I think I'm really good with tech options against Fox.
Okay.
Because I like the game. I have the game plan really ironed out for Fox, where it's knock down, get the grab, punish,
Mm-hmm.
which should work for Falco, but I'm not as focused on it because I feel like Falco hits me so much harder.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it's like, you know, when you get that knockdown, you're not as ready for it to react because it's less common. Give me 1 sec. I'm realizing that we're using my Animelee playback, and so that's why we have these weird stages.
No, that's cool looking. I enjoy it.
If you're fine with it, I'll just continue with it on. I could change it, though.
No, I'm done for it. Like, I know what's happening.
Yeah, it's still FD. And this is one of the least, not as intrusive ones.
Are these like the Patreon ones?
This one's free. A lot of them are from just SSBM textures, but I do have some Patreon ones included. I have like this weird side goal of making like a full Animelee ISO with just like every texture that I can get. So I've paid for some people's Patreons just to like bulk download a bunch of their skins.
Nice. I've seen the Knuckles one. That's cool.
Yeah, that one's my favorite right now, and that's why the pill that you're seeing is like it's a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it, I didn't even notice it that last game. But as long as you're okay with what's happening, then okay. Yeah, you did a good job. Like, I can't tell. Did you crouch that down smash? Let me see. No, you didn't. But you were so low percent that like you barely got sent back. That's just where, again, like just being ready. Like the Falco messed up. Dash grab, because especially FD, like that's a free 0 to death. Assuming you have the chain grab down, which I know not everyone does, but that's like.
I'm good. I feel like Falco. Like when I go from Fox to Falco, it's like bad for me. I'm not used to how much lighter Falco is.
Yeah, it's more so that he just like gets sent up a little higher. So like it still works at the same percentage ranges. It's just that like the trajectory like sends him up a bit more. So you can still get like chain grab up throw up to like 60, 65 and then switch to down throw. Yeah, it's just a matter of like the look of it is a little bit different. But again, that's something I'm going to write that down for you too. Practice chain grabs, because like rarely do I see a doc that their neutral seems like pretty solid, but the punish is where they're lacking. But that's kind of what I'm picking up on a lot of here. You have some pretty good approach options. You're doing good, like down air conversions, it's down smash. Obviously, some stuff to work on there too. But like, if you were to even just take your base game plan right now and then just give you like 0 to death chain grabs, that's going to immensely change your punish game. And like, you'd probably just completely beat this Falco like pretty handily. Okay, yeah. I'm sure you know, but you don't always have to use all of your resources. If they give you ledge for free, like just go for the up B.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I think I'm used to the rhythm.
Yeah.
Of doing all the things.
Yeah. And you're giving him credit that he hasn't shown you he deserves yet, right? Like you're saying, I know that you know all my resources and I have to try to mix you up and like change the timing of my up B. But like if he hasn't shown that he's doing it yet, you don't need to give that to him. So he got up right away and you could have just up B'd. Yeah, that's a perfect wave dash out of shield opportunity there too. We'll see. Yeah, so you're right here. The cape's fine. He doesn't hit you, but then you shield, which you didn't need to. But once you do commit to it, it's like, okay, I'm in shield. And like, especially if all you've been going for is rolls, that's what he's going to predict. I don't know that this guy's really like comprehending that, but if you can wave dash out of shield consistently, you have multiple options here, right? You could wave dash back to ledge and get some gallant, so that way you can come onto stage and have a good option with up tilt, or even just pill stall from ledge. If I don't know if you do that at all, but that's a good option.
I'm still trying to get it in the way, like when I see really good docs where they don't
Yeah. The
I just
drift.
get the drift right.
It's tough. It looks like an easy thing, but it's actually pretty tough, and it took me a while to get it down too. So again, that's another thing. Throw in the warm up routine. Just practice doing it because you'll get better at it just by doing that. But you could wave dash back to ledge here. You could wave dash in and just get inside this guy. But if you commit to being in shield and he's above you like this, and the only thing you can do is roll, the most distance you're going to be able to get from anything is to be like right underneath him. Whereas if you could wave dash out, you can wave dash in and then just like keep dashing past him, and then this where he's at is just not even a threat to you at all anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, good knockdown. Okay, so another situation where you got the knockdown, but you weren't ready for like the tech option. And again, that could just be switching from Fox to Falco, like you were saying. But this is like when you see him miss this, it's a grab. But which you ended up getting, which is good. Yeah, a little bit early on the up throw fair. Although actually, what
Okay,
percent?
so
What percent
it
did
was
you go
like
for it?
okay, just flat 100.
Yeah. So the general rule that I like to go by, and like on smaller stages, you don't have to go to this amount, but I like it because it puts them in a consistent like tumble position where you just do a full hop fair and you'll always get the strong hitbox. I just aim for 100. So like right here, I would do one down throw. Like the pummel's good. I would do one down throw, regrab, and then up throw fair. And that's just going to guarantee that, because I think this probably would have killed, but you got the weak hit. Like you got the fist hitbox and not the armpit, which is the strong part. So you don't have to go by that rule, but that's usually what I just go by in my head. I'm like, okay, if they're at 90%, I'm going to do one down throw.
Okay.
That's good coverage. Nice. Cleaned it up anyway, but just to make your kills a little more consistent. Nice. Good. Okay. Ended it a little early. Sometimes if I mess up the DI, like I think I see them going a different way and then I end up being wrong, I do a dash attack, so it's not good to that's good to reset it. But you got to remember the reason you're doing that dash attack there is because you're like, okay, I can't get there with the grab in time, so at least I'm going to reset the tech situation. Although actually the down smash, I guess if you predicted miss tech would have been fine. You just kind of like got the unlucky part of it where it was right when he was about to get up. But you can like wait and react. I think sometimes what I see with a lot of players, and this isn't just docs, is like they know that melee's a fast game, and so that there's a tendency to just try to like do a bunch of inputs and like, oh, I have to do things right away. But like in certain situations, you want to just like wait and see, especially tech situations. Wait and see what they're gonna do and try to react to it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just need to kind of ingrain that in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like move
Kind of like see
fast.
when they put.
Sorry, what?
I was just like see when they pick the floor and then wait and see what they do about that.
Exactly. Like move fast, be ready for the tech. If they don't hit the tech, then be ready to hit miss tech. But a lot of times what I'll do to like if they do miss the tech is go up and shield, because if they see you coming up on them, they'll just a lot of times get up attack. And if you can consistently wave dash out of shield, then even if they do a roll to get out of that position, like where you can't just shield grab a get up attack because they roll in or away, you can just wave dash toward them and give yourself another chance. That was really good. I love that dash dance. I was trying to explain this to somebody yesterday, like how the purpose of a dash dance is exactly what you do here. Like you want to bait him to do something so you could punish what he does. So that was great. Good coverage.
I think a lot when I do them in neutral, that was a really like great example where it's like I was trying to make the get up attack.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time I just do them in neutral and just hope, and then I have a really hard time getting out of the dash dance.
Okay. So that can be something that you can work on with just like thinking about where the spots are that you should dash dance. Like you want to do it where you're outside of their range and you're dashing slightly into their range. So that way you can bait them to do an option that they think is going to hit you, and then you're still close enough that on the next dash in toward them, you'll be able to punish them with something. If you're getting stuck in it, it's probably that you're more focused on the act of like doing the dash dance and not so much like when you're going to get out of the dash dance and do something. Because if you get stuck, you can literally just like wave dash away, you know?
Yeah, that's my go-to. Is
Mm-hmm. And it's like it could still serve a purpose because you're still baiting them to do something with your movement. You even if you wave dash away and throw a pill or something, because then in that situation you might have gotten far enough away from them that the pill is safe. But yeah, I wouldn't focus too much on getting stuck in it. If that's the case, like just get yourself out of it. As basic as that sounds. Nice tech. Yeah, again, you got the knockdown and you went for a preemptive option instead of reacting. So I'm going to put that in here too. I think that's a big thing for you. Wait to react to tech rather than hitting or putting. Okay. Yeah. Perfect time to do down throw. Down throw chain grab's a bit harder. Falco though, like the part that you don't like about up throwing Falco, chain grabbing him, the fact that he goes a little higher, like that benefits on the down throw because it makes it a lot easier to see where he's going and to like react to it, and you have a little more time.
I think I just need to start doing it more because I'm always scared I'm going to drop it. Up throw seems so much safer to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just need to start like taking the L because I tried it until I don't take the L because I'm doing it successfully.
Yeah, and think about it this way, right? Like, what did you end up getting off of that? You did an up throw fair at like I didn't go far enough back. Did an up throw fair at like 60, and you got the percent off of it, but it didn't put you in any better of a position, and it just gives him a chance to like reset to ledge or whatever. Whereas if you miss the down throw chain grab, sometimes what'll happen, and I'm telling you, this is like more common than you'd think. You down throw them, you are late on the grab, but they'll do like a bad tech option. And if you train yourself to be good at reacting to the tech option, like let's say you down throw here, right? And he DIs to your left. You go for the regrab, you miss it. He techs, but he tech rolls to the right. You're already done with your grab animation, so it's just a dash back grab. And then you get another chance to down throw chain grab them. And that happens so often. So just go for it, and you'll start to see the patterns of what happens, both when you hit it and when you miss it. And I'm telling you, like, you're going to get more off of it than this. Because there, yeah, he's above you, and you just back off because you see that he's out of tumble.
I know you can stop the up throw at like you're like not able to do it at all at like from like 60, 70. But like, is there a point where you'd recommend if I'm doing up? Say we're on F8, I'm doing up throws, and then there's a certain percent where I should start doing down throws.
Usually around 60. Especially if you see that they haven't done no DI or slight DI at all, you can go a little higher than that. But the general rule is 60 because it's 60 or a little above 60. If they're not DIing at all, they'll eventually be able to jump out. But weigh it out by how they're by how they're showing you their DI. If they're constantly full DIing one direction or the other, you get a little more leeway with that. But yeah, I would say 60 because at that point you can always get it. Like it's a little bit tougher on Fox at that percent, but it's still like it is reactable because that's when I go for it and I usually end up getting the 0 to death on it. So if you go at that point and you get good at that reaction, like you'll start getting it. Okay, good down smash. Let's see the bear. Okay, a little low, that's fine. You did the right option. F tilt can also be good if they're like a yeah, see that F tilt wouldn't have covered that. But if they're going like right above stage, you can F tilt it. Good. I like the fade back. Nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, same thing happened that I talked about that last game where like he just did the dare where you were, but because he was drifting forward, the roll got hit by it. So just be cognizant with the rolls. Doc has a good roll. It's just like try to use it in the right situations, which is usually going to be like going behind them. Yeah, usually going to be like trying to go behind them rather than like what a wave dash back would be better at doing.
Yeah, I think getting behind them is like what I want. Really, I feel like it's when I'm panicking. I'm like I could get a lot of damage by getting behind them and getting a grab.
Mm-hmm.
Position me getting my grabs by like more honest means.
Yeah, yeah. And like it can work, especially against a character, not so much Falco, but like maybe like a Marth, where a lot of their moves are committal in one direction. You can definitely get behind them and get a grab off of it, but you just don't want that to be like your go-to. Because then they'll get used to it. Okay. Let's just continue. It's fine. I'll try to go through these ones a little bit quicker, but we'll definitely get through the whole set. And it looks like these are both only 2.5-minute games. Why isn't it playing? What is happening? Different video backend in Dolphin. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Now it's going. Let me share my screen again. All right. Yeah, sometimes you get sucked into the up tilt vortex. That's okay. I would have... Shit. I think you could opt to just go to ledge here rather than the pill. It's good when you think they're going to try to cover you coming up right away, but the downside is that it like makes you're not on ledge yet and you have to still up B. And if the pill doesn't hit them, then they have more time to react to what you're going to do. And actually here it did hit him and he still is like right there. So just going to ledge. Let me see if I can go back far enough. There we go. Yeah, like you could have just like waited a little longer for your double jump and just drifted to ledge. But you got the tech, just tech jump, obviously not what you wanted. Oh, good. Still made it back. But now you've taken a lot of percent. Okay, and you died. Yeah, I think the common theme with a lot of it is just like you do really good until you put out panic options.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of it is mental. Like, I feel like I know what to do. I'm just not doing it at all times.
Great coverage. Does that kill? Yeah, good. I also notice you're not jump canceling a lot of these grabs. That's just like another thing to make sure you're doing.
Yeah, no, I try to, but I flub it a lot.
Put that in the warm-up routine. You have plenty of things now that'll take you 10-15 minutes before you're playing to get down. Jesus. Sorry, my cat is going crazy. I'm just going to ignore her for now, though. Okay, yeah, that's another one. Bad roll behind. You might have actually gotten something off of it, but I'd still say, like, when he does bad pressure on you, just up B cancel it. And if it's really bad, you can get a grab. Yeah, you did another roll. Ended up dodging him both times, but yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot of rolls here. Some of them are okay, but just doing too many of them is gonna...
Yeah, no, I feel like I should just only use them when I absolutely know it's a great idea. Otherwise, don't.
Yeah. And the more you start just trying to opt for wave dash out of shield, like you're going to realize that your movement starts to flow better into each other. Like the more you have to roll and like move out of your rolls, like it's harder to do things after rolling. So the more you can just like wave dash and get that down, just the better. Oh, wow. He did weird DI off of the Shy Guy there, but good coverage. Okay, down smash. Perfect timed up B cancel there because he does not very good shine pressure. He does like dare, shine, and then high dare. So after that shine, you have plenty of time. Or actually, even after the first dare, you probably could have. Yeah, that was a high dare. You could have just done it right away.
Do you think it's like important for me angling my shield up, or should I just?
No, I wouldn't worry about how you're angling your shield, especially because if their shield pressure isn't consistent, all they'll really ever get before you can get the up B cancel is a dare or a shine. So I would focus more on just like the up B part of it, and rather than what the shield is doing. Yeah, see, this is where you're going into panic dare mode. Sorry, it's like every time I rewind, it just like pauses for a sec.
Yeah, mine's just like
Yeah. All right, so yeah, see, and that's what I mean. Like, a dare is okay, but like when you're too high above him, and like the dare becomes really telegraphed. So if you're like here and then you decide to double jump and dare, it just is like he has so much time to react, and like Doc's dare frame data is not all that good. It's great because it leads into things, but if Falco is ready for it, he can just up tilt it. So here maybe just like retreat, throw a pill, drift back to ledge. You still have your double jump, so and you're low enough percent that don't really need to be worried about dying. But trying to come right at him there is like not great because look at the position that he's in now. And I think your dare is probably going to end before it even gets to him. Although he jumped into it, but if he had just waited on the ground, it would have been over.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is like me getting very greedy and
Mm,
I could get ahead here, whereas I could just like return to semi-neutral, get close enough, and get a grab
yeah.
because he'd be shielding because he expects me to land on him with an aerial.
Yep.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Those back airs were really good. Oh, that's unfortunate. He didn't know you were going to do that. You just turned him around. Sometimes the top tier just gets the top tier luck where they just do a move and it works. And that's where like you just got to be extra cognizant because, that's going to happen, but you can avoid it by being the smarter player. I think we'll call it there. I think you have enough points to like go back and start to work on those things. But really just to like hammer it home, like work on your punish game. That and then like your out of shield movement and reacting to the tech. And that the reacting to the tech part is kind of just part of the punish game. But I think a lot of your neutral decisions aren't that bad until or they are good, I will say, until you start panicking. So just trying to keep cool and like realizing when you start to do, like you said, you even noticed when you do these, when you keep going for dare like that and you're like, well, why was I doing that? So if you could try to be more cognizant in the moment of that and like recognize it, then you can start to change it up and be like, okay, what did I do like to get to this point where where was I getting my openings off of? But yeah, so I'll be canceling out of shield, wave dashing out of shield, and then just like your punishes. Those are going to be like your big things. All right. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna I recorded this. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and I will send you these notes that I took from today. All right, and then we'll be in touch.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.